Can I just say, guys, the traffic is back. It's official. It wasn't here yesterday, but it's here today. Someone's clearly had something's gone wrong on this road. But can I complain briefly about the positioning of the lights on buses? Because all I can fucking see are these lights. Oh, thank God for that, it's gone over there. But they're like the new bus that's like a little bit wider than the old bus, and the lights are LED lights, so they're too fucking bright, and it just burns your retinas. My bloody corneas, man, I'm telling you. I'm gonna be late to work, I reckon. God damn it. I should really check Google on the reg to figure out what the fastest way is. See, I can actually look in my mirrors now though, boys. Yeah. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, we woke up on the normal time, started going into work, left probably just after the normal time, and then hit all this traffic. So, I mean, there's no point in me going around this bus, but I'll go around it anyway. No, now I'm gonna get blinded. That was a rookie mistake. Oh no, it's an old bus, that's fine. Because their headlights aren't at fucking eye level. They're a bit lower down where they're supposed to be. So, ladies and gentlemen, you may or may not be able to tell, I'm not wearing my main coat. My nice, long, lovely, old, ratty coat. Because yesterday when we went shopping, I discovered it had a hole under the arm. I heard a click and I was like, oh shit. Took it off, saw this hole under the arm, and now the coat has been retired until I get it fixed. I was gonna do it yesterday. I have a dab hand other than thread and needle, or used to be at the very least. And then Laura was like, look, if you can wait till Wednesday, I can do it for you. And I'm like, does that mean I can't do it myself? Does that mean I'm gonna fuck it up? Does that mean this is quite hard? She goes, well, it's quite a big hole, so it might be quite hard. So she doesn't trust me to do it well enough. And I'm gonna go on her word that I'm probably not gonna be good enough to get it done. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to wait till like Wednesday, Thursday probably Thursday, to get my coat fixed. So until then, I've got to wear my smart coat, which is lovely and all, but it's not the same. I need to buy a new coat. I'm gonna have to check. Basically, I don't drive the fastest way to work because the fastest way to work has had a load of roadworks on the ring road for ages. For like since I started there, so like over 6 months. And it's just like atrociously trafficy, but the roadworks have been lifted now, so maybe that fastest way is now the fastest way, and then I don't get stuck in traffic like that, because I'm like on a minor road going up and trying to cross over to a major road, and then the two major roads are going across. I don't know. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, what's going to go on today? Today I'm going to be investigating a bug that we have at work, where what's the problem? Oh no, it's not a bug, it's a feature that was ignored by the... I'm merging some code from one branch to another branch, except the person never wrote the code in the first place. So I'm basically writing the code from the off. So it isn't merging at all. But yeah, so there's that. It's going to be good fun. Otherwise, my own project, I am working on threading together the next stage. I've got to make sure that like everything's all set. And I'm going to be adding a new project to it. I also need to tidy up the GitHub, and, well, not GitHub, but Git, to make sure that I like push the latest version on speed up again. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Only 5 minutes late, not too bad at all. But yeah, basically I'm on like the meat and potato part of the project. So this is the bit I'm excited about, boys. It also should, in theory, be the easiest part to translate from .NET Framework to .NET Core. I've just got to do a couple of like re-architecture points, basically to keep up with design standards rather than anything else. But yeah, so this is the bit that actually does all the work. Everything else has been like set up. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back home. It's just 20 to 6. I'm gonna whack dinner on because I can eat early because I don't have to wait for Laura. Actually, not eating as early as I wanted to, but I got stuck coming home, god damn it, because obviously I got in a little bit late, pushed me a little bit late into traffic, and then traffic screwed me around a little bit. Got home and I've been sorting out my video and stuff, basically. And now I'm starting my video and stuff. So clearly I've already started it today. What's been going on today? Today has been a pretty like slow day for me. I've not been productive to the max. I'm actually going to take like a bit of a break now before I do any more programming after lunch, dinner, which is what I'm going to do in a minute. Pizza tonight, because Laura is out with friends who are going to try and help her with some training stuff. So I get to have some programming time, except not too much. Like today I've been working on this bug thing, trying to figure out how to, I say bug, it's a new feature, trying to figure out how to get this thing in, but we've got these reports that are being generated 20 different ways, and none of the different ways work for the way I want to do it. I tried to pull them in, it throws exceptions, and I went through trying to figure out what the exceptions were. The current way that you configure these reports, and the way they're currently set up to be configured, you can set like custom fields that appear, but those fields have to appear on the item that you've got out of the database on that table. If yours isn't in there, because it's on a linker table, and it's basically set up, the thing I need to search for the ID of the thing I've got, like the item I've got, in this other table, and if it appears, then it's got these things. Now it's possible it's currently set up, like hard-coded, to do that, but they want it to be dynamic, and the only way to do it dynamically means you've got to put it on this object, and this object gets passed through, and no matter what, anything on that object, it searches the main item thing that you're trying to dish out. It searches that table and then therefore throws exceptions. So I discovered this towards the end of the day, and I now need to figure out how to work around it moving forward. But yeah, it's been kind of a tedious, just trying to do this one thing kind of thing. But yeah, I pestered someone to come and give us a hand, who pointed me in the direction of how it was being dynamically done, the pre-built in framework to do that kind of stuff, and then I dived down it and then realised that nah mate, absolutely nah, which is annoying. And I don't see, in the last 10 minutes I was no, he's in meetings. I can't see a way of continuing to have this configurable the same way without either having a really weird hacky edge case or hacking on this thing. No. Or doing it a completely different way. That's the different way. Or massively refactoring everything, which I assume is that scope. Otherwise, I carried on with my project at lunch, basically cleaning stuff up, and I might do that. Oh no, we're having a break, Jamie. Come the fuck down. Basically tidying stuff up and about to move forward onto the rest of the stuff. I did get kind of a little bit distracted talking to some people about whether or not testing frameworks should allow you to test private methods or not. The whole thing came down to I see why you want to, but if you were to design that code, that wouldn't be a private method. This is just really badly designed, and yeah, there are ways of testing this, but then if you allow, because there are ways of doing it, like PowerMock is a thing in Java that lets you test out, basically it's a bit like Microsoft Fakes, lets you mock out things that you otherwise wouldn't be able to mock out, but we're not allowed it because then it allows people to continue to make their code in the way that it used to be written, which is crap and couldn't be tested very well. So because of that, they don't want to encourage it, so we're not allowed it. And I mean, that's obviously a subjective argument there. But yeah, I was trying to explain, in theory, you would never there would never be a scenario where you need something to be a private method that you need to test on independently. 99.99% of the times, you can just split it out into its own class and make it do its own thing and put it somewhere else where it can be reused by something else. And then there was an argument about whether you should do that if you aren't currently planning on reusing it, to which I spin around and say, yeah, but if it makes it easier, you could reuse it in the future, or later down the road you either don't or you split it out later anyway, and then it simplifies all your tests. And if you were testing your private method, you'd break everything. Because I think he was trying to say that what's the point Like, the thing that this private method does shouldn't be publicly accessible by anything else. To which I was like, but why? What does it do? It's very specific to this thing. Well, then it should stay private. Put it in the public interface. Like, you know what I mean? So anyway, that was good fun. But that was like the only upside to today, as today was literally just like reload, dive through, try and figure out why this won't work, dive into the round of the database, talk to people, try and figure out what they think, etc, etc, etc. I'm looking forward to my pizza though. Waiting for that. I got the big beast because I'm thinking of having this for lunch tomorrow as well, or like most of it for, well, a bit of it for lunch tomorrow, who knows. I'll try my best to finish it. Right, it's 5:45. Let's chill out for a little bit, I think, and then, I don't know when Laura's going to get back tonight, but like I've got to, I could go through and do that thing on my laptop very quick, but it's only quick anyway, so I can do it in a bit. God damn it. Where's me bloody, what can I do for like 20 minutes? Then, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a throat, but, oh, that's where I was looking for them. I know where they are now. Just had dinner, it was lovely. I just made my lunch for tomorrow, because I just chopped up the pizza so it would fit into my lunch box. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we get on to the programming. Oh, blimey, right, Laura's just messaged me saying that she wants picking up. I've been here for an hour and 40 minutes, man. I spent a semi-decent amount of time trying to get my those tests all passed. I'm just doing a bit of refactoring. Maybe they didn't. Blimey. Spent like a semi-serious amount of time merging up to the master branch, because I currently work on dev. I may as well work on master, but I work on dev and then I kind of push up every time I finish a big chunk of work. Problem with that is that since the master branch has, since the code has progressed quite a bit, it's moved away from like, it doesn't compile the same way anymore, so my build broke. I of course had to figure out what it was that I changed to make it work on dev. Goddamn wish, although I don't, this actually might be possible, I wish that it would store your builds based on the branch that you do it on, rather than the build category, because at least on Jenkins, if you do a build using a certain build, it saves them all under the same bracket no matter what branch they are. And then you have to click on them to find out what branch they are. TFS might be smarter than that. And it might be a bit more clever about like saying, this is master, so put it with the master stuff. But, I don't know, I haven't tried it out. Either way, it'd be good, because then I could use the same build definition, just change the branch, and then I'd still be able to go, oh look, there's all the master builds, there's all the dev builds. And ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Bit of a time jump. I brought Laura back. And then we sat talking for a bit, catching up on our days, until Laura went to bed at about 10:30. I carried on with some programming. I fixed those tests that I broke when I was refactoring some stuff. I'm refactoring a DAO because I need to add something onto it. And then I realised that like that's the one DAO that's done with like proper getters and setters instead of fields. So I went through and changed it all back to fields. Just for funsies. So I've also been working on building up the infrastructure so that the user can select what mode it wants the platform to be on. At the moment there's only one mode, but I'm just throwing that in now at the moment. Because why not? Yeah. And then, so I did a little bit of programming up until about 20 to midnight, and then played a little bit of Fallout just to ease the mind a little bit. So far, today and yesterday, I've done a total of over 6 hours. I think about 6 hours and a quarter. So we're averaging over 3 hours a day programming, which is pretty tasty. That's pretty good. So yeah, the project's going well. I'm trying to like re-dive into it. It's the daunting task of like, I've got this big boulder I need to start chiseling into. And I'm like trying to like chip off little bits off the edge until I start like chunking off the big stuff when I get more on a roll. So yeah, but it's good fun. Otherwise, I've got nothing else to report, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on tomorrow? Tomorrow, investigating my bug, theoretically going to the gym, I think, but I need to confirm that. Yeah, make sure nothing's on the calendar, so potentially. Otherwise, fixing my bug at work and then just carrying on, chipping stuff away, getting lots done. I'm gonna go to bed, ladies and gentlemen. It's just gone 12 o'clock at night. So it'll be about past by the time I get to sleep. Not bad.